This guy has got to be the most entitled commissioner I have seen in the VTuber space in the entire time I've been here. Now, that is only a month, but still, I've been in the art space for a while, and even then, I don't think I've seen someone so just stubborn about their ideals, despite hundreds of people coming out to tell them what they are doing wrong. This is SelinarSnowcat, who commissioned Moth Dusky for a portrait of their character, and then proceeded to, against the TOS of the artist, drop it into an AI engine and produce an animation. For the sake of Moth Dusky, I am not going to be playing said animation, but you can see it here. That happened today on the 10th at about 6 a.m. Even worse, they added Moth Dusky, the artist who specifically told them not to do this. You can even see in the comments someone immediately telling them, hey, that's against the person's TOS. And they just responded with, At which point a bunch of commenters started coming in and going, hey, that's screwed up, don't do that. And they basically just started sassing every single person in the comments about how you just don't understand technology, and I paid for this, so it's mine. And what, you didn't want me to tag them? And just all of that. It is just pages of people being like, hey, what is wrong with you? And them just saying things like, you don't like technology, get rid of your electronics then. Of course, Moth Dusky responded and was like, what the fuck? And even worse, people were like, well, I guess you'll have to add that to your TOS, and as you saw previously, it's literally here. It is literally in their TOS. You can see it right here underneath me. Do not use any of my art, commissioned or not, in AI training/generating. What? And of course, people were like, wow, including me, were like, wow, that sucks. Because that sucks. So obviously, they immediately stopped working with them, and a lot of people were like, hey, you are going to get yourself on a blacklisted speedrun because no one is going to want to work with you after you've done that. Which, the other crazy thing was seeing people arguing about this. And it's like, a lot of artists are going to get an ugly wake-up call as AI gets more advanced. And it's like, people like this are exactly the problem we're having with AI. But more specifically, you can see right here that they post that. And obviously, a bunch of other people start posting, like, hey, this is a great way to get yourself blacklisted. Like, if you do this to my art, I will immediately blacklist you. How dare you? Which, understandable, that's messed up. You know, violates artist TOS, refuses to take the post down, and defends AI. SelinarSnowcat is defending their actions in literally every single response they have made to anyone. Even worse, so Moth Dusky, as I mentioned, decided to come in and cancel any future work with SelinarSnowcat. At which point, SelinarSnowcat thanked them for the refund and said, you could have leaned into this and offered to do the original piece and then add an animation like I did. And then you could have made a bunch of money. At which point, Moth Dusky was like, are you insane? Do you know how dumb that sounds? You want me to rob clients blind while using an AI that's free? Moth Dusky did later specify that they were only refunding them for a piece of work that was already in the queue, not the work that was already done. They simply wanted to end the client relationship. However, after all this starts going down, SelinarSnowcat doubles down again, responding to one of the posts and saying, blacklist away. Do you know how easy it would be for me to train an LLM on your art style and then crank out as much art in your style as I wanted? All you idiots do with your blacklists and artists beware is push people to doing exactly that. And I don't even need to comment because everyone in the comments has basically laid that out for me. Do you realize this is the exact entitled mindset that's making artists want to blacklist you? You're literally threatening artists after you blatantly broke the TOS of someone you commissioned. And of course, we have many more people. Good thing you have AI now, because no actual artist will ever draw your character again. And yeah, even Moth Dusky is just amazed over the sheer amount of entitlement that SelinarSnowcat is showing here. Mainly, I wanted to share this just to kind of show the mindset, and also to let anyone else in the furry community know, do not take work from SelinarSnowcat. They do not care about your TOS. They do not care about AI and how it is destroying artists' livelihoods, how basically all AI at this point is theft. It is not being used correctly. It is being used to steal other people's work and years of skill and just the time they have put into honing their craft to pump out collage imitations. It is literally causing artists who actually do those styles of work to get shit on in their communities. AI art is theft. Do not do this to someone. Do not be SelinarSnowcat.